What is happening, Adventure Nation? We are leaving the Normandy Farm campground. Absolutely gorgeous campground, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. Heading up to Boston. This is the Motorhome Experiment. We'll talk more about the campground as a whole once we get rolling, but you want to show them the site quick?
Yeah, the site, this specific site, we were lucky to get it. It was the only one left when we booked it, probably like a week ago. And it's just water and electric, no sewage, although they have full hookups. And this is our site. We happen to be in a corner. The spot we are in, if you want to see it online in the map, is T3. And we have our fire pit, we have our picnic table, like I said, we're in electric, and like a bunch of space right here with the woods behind us. So a lot of privacy too.
Even though the campground is packed, each individual site gives you plenty of space in between campers, so you don't feel like you're completely closed in, even in the areas that are really busy. But again, we'll talk about that in just a second. We gotta roll.
That's good.
I'll meet you up there. All right, we are completely dumped. The car is hooked up and we're ready to roll out. Lorena's doing last minute battening of the hatches.
Yes.
It's down, that's down. Yep. And you ready to roll?
I'm ready to go.
Cool. So this is our uncomprehensive review of the Normandy Farms campground. It's awesome.
With that tone. Awesome.
Awesome. The campground is impeccably maintained. From the minute you come in, you can tell that it is going to be a different campground. You notice it's not paved, which again, I've never said that I think all campgrounds should be paved. That doesn't make them as campy as some. So if it's paved, great. If it's not, like this, it's rustic, that's okay too, as long as they do a good job of maintaining. And these guys are amazing. The other day when we showed up, we were escorted to our site, and I think they only do that for first timers.
Yes.
They escorted us to our site, and the guy was raking the site quick, and he also got rid of the fire pit residue from the last folks, made sure it was nice for us, and all battened down, gave us any rules and things we needed, any other information about the park, and it was amazing. They have 3 swimming pools, actually 4 swimming pools. They have 2 unheated pools just outside of the main lodge. They have a heated pool up here, which is the #1 pool right near check-in.
Check-in, yeah, lobby.
Yeah, near the lobby. And that's obviously the pool we swam in, was the heated one, and because we're wussies. And the other one is an indoor pool inside the lodge as well, and we swam in that one because it's, again, heated, has spas in there, like whirlpool hot tubs. And from 8 to 9 o'clock at night, no kids.
In the indoor one.
In the indoor one. So that was really kind of cool. The park itself is enormous. Nice rolling hills, and again, just every aspect of the park is impeccably maintained. Some areas better than others as far as space, but the whole park, you didn't feel crowded, I don't think, anywhere, no matter where you stayed in the park. And I think we have to do a quick checkout here. I don't know, we'll find out. Good morning, young lady.
Heading out?
We are heading out.
Well, that's too bad.
I know. on and up the road. We travel full time, so we're just touring around the country, and you guys only had a couple of days for us because you're so packed and awesome. Back to the campground. Activities. Oh, one caveat.
Well,
if you don't like kids.
First of all, let's talk about cleanliness.
Cleanliness?
Yeah.
First and foremost, impeccable. Spotless.
Bathrooms, immaculate. Not one hair anywhere, not one spider web anywhere. It's like bathrooms immaculate, pools immaculate.
They look like they were built yesterday, and this place has been here for a long time.
Laundry rooms amazing too. So pretty nice amenities and installations.
Yeah,
things
as
like
far as amenities, they're a 10. Or as far as cleanliness, sorry, they're a 10.
Now let's talk about booking. Being here, we were only here for 2 nights, sadly because it was the only time they have available. We tried to book week and a half in advance, and literally I think somebody canceled. That's the only reason we're able to get in. But this place gets packed.
The lady was just telling me that they're already booking for 2018 and almost booked solid for 2018.
Yes,
That's
so
crazy.
Just watch for that. And the second thing is like kids. It's summertime right now, so obviously kids are off school. It's full of kids.
Yeah, if you don't like children, do not come here for a relaxing vacation. That's not going to happen.
No.
This is as close to a resort as anything we've ever hit other than Fort Wilderness and Disney World. There's activities day and night for kids and adults. There was art classes, there was dance classes, there was frisbee golf. There's so much to do for everybody. It's amazing. But with that being said, a lot of families come here, set up camp for a week or two, and hang out. There were hundreds, if not thousands of kids in that campground, and the only place you got away from them was 8 to 9 o'clock in the indoor pool.
But at the same time, for what we experienced, they're not annoying kids either.
No.
They all seem to be having fun. They have a bunch of activities. It's like going to a cruise or like an all-inclusive resort. They have activities for everybody, so everybody seems to be busy doing something.
And the camp really
cool.
keeps an eye on that. There was kids throwing a ball in the pool. They killed that off. When 8 o'clock rolled along in the adult pool, they were like, if you're under 18, out. So they really stay on it as well. I didn't feel like we were overruled, like there were so many rules that you couldn't have fun.
No,
but they really made sure that they kept things peaceful and kosher. 11 o'clock was the shutdown, and it went quiet at 11. I think everybody knew the expectation of 11 p.m., quiet hours, you're done.
Yes, so if you have kids coming this summertime, they will love to meet new friends and just go and play. On the other hand, if you don't have kids and you like kids, probably try to come here in the spring or the fall.
Fall after school starts.
Yeah, once kids start back in school. So that's how we're taking it.
Although it'll probably be cold as heck.
No, the fall's still nice.
But just overall, we have not stayed in a single campground other than Fort Wilderness that was even as close to as well kept up as this. And the restrooms here, Fort Wilderness, I think these guys might have edged you out by quite a bit. The restrooms were impeccable. The showers impeccable, as Lori said.
Price-wise.
Oh yeah, it's a little pricey.
It was not that bad as I thought, because it's a very popular campground. One of the best 10 resorts.
Sorry, I have to interrupt our review. Are we going left or right here?
Highway.
Okay. The price.
Oh yeah, the price.
She's getting old, folks. You gotta give her a break.
You distract me.
Oh, I'm very distracting.
Yeah, you are.
Continue.
Anyway, pricing. Let's start over again. Pricing is not as expensive as I thought to be one of the best campgrounds in the country. I thought it was going to be more expensive. There has been other campgrounds that are more expensive than this one, and they're not even close to have what these guys offer. It was $70 a night for our specific site. It's peak time right now, so that's as expensive as it's going to get for water and electric. And coming from Warren Scenic Park, that is a city park, that it have almost no amenities, everybody was cramped, bathrooms weren't great. That was $60 a night. I think this feels like a bargain after that.
Yep.
So I don't think it was bad at all.
No, and again, if you're coming for a week vacation or a 2-week vacation, 60, 70 bucks a night is much cheaper than a hotel room. And they allow up to 10 people per campsite, which to me is a little much.
And you can tell.
And you can tell.
As you can tell.
Because a lot of people were stuffing 10 people on that campsite. But if you're putting 10 people on a campsite, you got grandma, grandpa, you got the kids, you got mom and dad, and you've got 10 people, $7 a person per night. That's not that bad. So overall, I give it 2 thumbs up. I know Lori gives it 2 thumbs up. She's got a phone in her hand trying to navigate. I would give it 3 thumbs up if I had one. But absolutely top-notch campground. Well done, Normandy Family Campground. And other RV parks out there, if you ever see this, you should aspire to be as good as those guys are. Friendly, clean, full of activities, reasonably priced. What more can you ask for in a campground? And now we're on up the road, heading towards the Boston area. We're not going to quite hit Boston yet. We're going up to Wampa State Park, and it's just southeast of Boston. It's very, very, very close, yes. One other thing I want to talk about, you guys already saw the video, but this will be a couple of weeks later. While we stayed here in Normandy Farm Campground, we hit 10,000 subscribers. Woo! Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us and spending your time with us. Thank you for sharing our channel and commenting, and it's just absolutely amazing. We had no idea this was gonna get this big and this fun, and so we hope you guys continue sharing with us, and we'll continue sharing with you, and thank you.
Sometimes oversharing with you, probably.
And sometimes very much oversharing, yes. As we're approaching Wampatuck State Park, or Wampatuck, here's another one that you guys can drill me on. Wampatuck State Park. It's a little bit narrow to say the least, but not too bad. In case anybody was wondering, by the way, because I know we had some people suggest Patriot Place and the Gillette Stadium and all that while we were in Normandy. It was right down the street, so if you're ever going to a Patriots game and you can get in, it's a great place to stay. But we did go, but we just kind of drove by the stadium because Trader Joe's was there. And then we had lunch at the Scorpion Bar and Grill, a Mexican restaurant. Pretty cool.
Very good too.
Very good food. Service was okay. And that's all we did. I mean, the shopping center stuff, it's a shopping center.
We're not like hardcore sports followers, so it's not like we know anything really about it.
Yeah, we don't know much about it. We know it's home of the New England Patriots.
You know where they're going?
But that's it. But
you know the post office thing? USPS?
Yeah.
That's where we're going.
Okay. But it was still pretty cool. We've seen stadiums attached to little shopping centers like that before. Glendale, the Phoenix Coyotes hockey team, and the Phoenix Cardinals. I think it's the Phoenix Cardinals, right? The football team. Their spot down there has a really cool shopping and entertainment center next to it, so that's pretty cool as well. But we did go check it out. You can see the road coming in to the park is freshly paved, brand new, very nice. The one thing we want to say is when you're coming in and your GPS is trying to tell you to get here any other way than Free Street, you want to come in off of Free, F-R-E-E. And that is the entrance to the park. GPS tried to bring us in a little bit of a weird way, but we decided to follow signs, and luckily we did, because the other way would have been gated and we wouldn't have got in. Is this it?
Yep, camping area.
Yeah, that's a little bit narrow. Not too bad. Got a foot on each side.
I guess it's Union Street, Free Street that takes you to Union Street. And that comes up from 228.
All registered here at Wampatuck State Park. And just so that you guys know, I asked the ranger and it is actually pronounced Wampatuck. So I don't want to hear any crap about mispronouncing this one. So according to the young ranger in there, this place used to be some kind of military base back in the 40s. So there are still some remnants of that here. So hopefully we'll get a chance to check that out over the next few days. That would be cool. I realize our uncomprehensive review of the Normandy Farms family camping resort was a little long, but we really felt that it warranted a lengthy review. It was an amazing place to stay. After we got settled in there at Wampatuck, we went to work for the next few days. Didn't do a whole lot, didn't get out and explore the campground, but we did on the way out get to check out some of that. So we'll show you guys that in the next video. If this is your first time here, it'd be awesome if you subscribe to the channel, stay up to date on all of our travels. It'd be equally as cool if you hit that like button and share this stuff. Got a friend that maybe has some similar interest to you, make sure you share the video with them, maybe share our channel. Hopefully they'll subscribe and become part of our community as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon in another one. Take care now. Bye. Yeah, even as crowded as the campground is, each of the individual spaces themselves are fairly large, so you get a feeling of space between each of the stuff where you park the RVs and campers and tents, those things.
Slow down.
I'm sweating like a stuck pig.
I know.